Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with part 2 of our XCOM 2 War of the Chosen Let's Play. So before we get into the meat of this episode, I wanted to cover a couple more things that we didn't touch on in the first episode that have become a little bit more relevant since. And the main one is going to be combat intelligence and soldier stats. So if we click on this here, we can actually spend AP that we've earned through combat intelligence to improve our character's stats. So we can spend 12 points to up his health by a single point. We can up his mobility and all that stuff as well. We can also, through abilities, spend those points to actually gain 2 abilities from the same level up tier. So for example, Cap has 35 AP at the moment. We also have 10 points in the general pool that we can spend on anybody. But he's got 35, so if we'd wanted to, we could go through and purchase a second corporal ability. Or after he levels up to sergeant, we could choose a second sergeant ability. Potentially he might even have 60 AP by that point. We could get one of each. So what this allows us to do is basically just further tailor the characters to our liking. It also gives us some ability to continue improving characters that have already reached the max rank of like Brigadier. So when somebody hits that, you would assume that they have one ability from every level. But with this AP system, we can continue improving them without them leveling up. And the way that they gain this stuff is through combat intelligence. Cap here is above average, so he gains it a little bit more quickly. The worst you can be is average, so those people will gain it at just a lower rate. And then the people that are like combat savants or highly gifted will gain it incredibly quickly. But it happens through actions in battle, so they need to see battle in order to earn those. Obviously, Cap has been on every mission so far, so he's gained the most. Right, so with that, let's get back to our campaign here. So just to kind of recap, we went on a mission last time where we were able to kill a high-ranking Advent commander. We've also started construction on a guerrilla tactics school, and we are currently clearing out some alien debris with the engineer that we were able to recover from that mission. So what's probably going to end up in this slot is going to be the resistance ring, which is sort of just a way for us to coordinate resistance missions through factions that we're going to meet probably in this episode actually, and we'll worry about the rest from there. But that building is incredibly important, so we're going to want to build it as soon as we can. We don't have access to it yet because we haven't met those factions, but again, we probably will very soon, so we want to be ready when that time comes. With that, let's jump into the bridge, excuse me, and we will start advancing the time a bit more.
Local resistance forces in the area can get you into the site, but you will need to make contact with their network first. This is only the beginning, Commander. Your leadership will be a beacon to our people across the globe.
Okay, so in order to make contact with the next area and eventually deal with this Advent Black site, we need to research resistance communications, make contact with these guys, establish some sort of connection with them, and then they can help us get into the Black site. For now, we have other things that we are dealing with. Let's say not now, because we have these structures that would give us some new rookies, and we have that resource cache, which will give us supplies. I say let's do the supplies first. We have a lot of rookies right now, none of which have seen combat yet, so I don't need more of them at the moment. We will want more rookies eventually, obviously, but right now I think supplies will be of more use to us. That's also a little bit faster to get done. It's 6 days versus 7, so we're going to knock this one out first. But if nothing else pops up before we finish this and move on, then we'll just go straight to that one and do it too. I imagine something will, though.
Can only further our advances, Commander.
Okay, so we've unlocked hybrid materials that allow us to start making nanoscale vests and other such things. Let's go ahead and...
During the course of our research, we made a startling breakthrough that has led us to another potential avenue of study. However, if we are to proceed down this path, we must do so immediately. or I fear we will lose our opportunity to return to it in the future.
Okay, Daigen. Anyways, we have a breakthrough on rapid excavation. We'll be able to finish that in 5 days. I think I'm going to go ahead and take that opportunity now. We do really need to do resistance communications. That's going to help us advance the sort of storyline, basically. But this is kind of a nice opportunity, so I'm not going to pass it up.
I will send word as soon as we have something of note.
Okay, so back to... Yeah, quiet. Alright, so back to this. And it looks like we will be able to finish this before anything else interrupts us. No, we won't. Okay, well, carry on. We have nothing to build there yet.
The results of our breakthrough were quite fascinating.
Okay, so that research is done. Improvements in our materials handling process will allow the next excavation project to complete instantly. Okay, that's cool. Let's go ahead and research this now.
Our highest priority.
And we'll get back to here once more. I think everybody is recovered. Somebody recovered. I know that Bones was only wounded for about 4 days, so he's probably good by now. Unfortunately, Alexis was out for a lot longer than that. I don't think she would have recovered yet, but maybe I am wrong.
Strategic resource located.
Cool, so 56 supplies. We have a rumor of special forces. So after our recent success, members of resistance in West Asia have brought us reports of activity that we may want to investigate. So this rewards us with a single soldier. However, this is somebody that is actually leveled to at least the squatty rank, whereas the other one is only going to give us recruits. Now it's more people, but they would need to be leveled up, whereas this is somebody who's already fit for combat. Let's investigate that next.
Avenger plotting new course.
You are too trusting, John. The skirmishers are Advent. Advent is the enemy. The enemy is food.
Try not to bring that up when we meet, Volk.
You take their side after all we've seen these years.
Look, I'm not exactly having drinks with them, but they did hold up their end of the bargain. What about you?
Wait and see. Volk out.
Actually think they might show up. Commander, that was Konstantin Volatile, Volk to his friends. He and his Reapers are a big part of the reason why you're standing here today. Volk may be a little rough around the edges, but he's the real deal. Heads one of 3 resistance groups operating independently from us that we consider a legitimate threat to Advent. Together, they'd make one hell of a fighting force. Too bad they hate each other. Still, we've made some unlikely progress. Volk's Reapers may have found you, but they weren't acting alone. They were tipped off by a group of Advent defectors known as the Skirmishers. No one's big on working with these guys, knowing where they came from. But you wouldn't be here without their help. Both the Reapers and the Skirmishers have agreed to suspend hostilities provided you serve as the go-between. Trust doesn't come easy between these two, so we're heading for a nice, quiet spot on neutral ground. Even so, let's not take any chances. Intel on this area is weak, and we're picking up strange chatter on comms. Not to mention we're ending a decade-long blood feud today. I'd advise our soldiers to be fully prepared before we deploy on this one, Commander. Good luck.
Okay, so here we have it. We're finally going to get to meet the various sort of minor factions that we'll be working with here, and this will eventually give access to the resistance ring that will open up more missions for us later. So, let's go ahead and view this.
Not sure how long our contacts are going to wait for us, Commander. So I'd recommend we proceed as soon as possible. All available soldiers are standing by to deploy.
Yeah, we're going to do this right away. We don't want to risk missing this opportunity. So we need to rendezvous with them. Our reward is a scientist and some intel, which is great. We could use both of those. Let's go ahead and launch this.
Setting course for West Asia.
Each faction has agreed to allow a 2-person squad to escort them to the rendezvous point. Hopefully that should be enough to keep them from killing each other. We've got a temporary ceasefire in place for the duration of the meet, but still, that doesn't mean we shouldn't be ready for anything.
Okay, so we're sending in 2 teams here. We can't actually name teams or squads like we can in Long War 2 and sort of establish them as permanent groups. But we're going to try to do something similar anyways, at least from a roleplay perspective. And so Cap's squad, which is only going to be him and Jacob right now, is going to be Spectre team or Spectre squad. And they'll be dealing with, I believe, the Reapers. Our next team is going to be headed by Bones, and yeah, we'll send him and Cupcake. They're going to be sort of our Overwatch team, and they're going to be, I kind of want to call them Reaper Squad, and I might try to make Bones into a bit of a Reaper himself. You guys will see more what I mean about that in just a bit, but the Reapers have some special abilities that I think he would benefit from, and I think we can actually sort of emulate through our level ups. So this will be Reaper Squad. It'll be our second team that we send in. These are our 4 mainly leveled up characters, and we're going to need them for this mission. So I think we're ready to go. I'm a little bit worried that his will is not at maximum, but we're going to have to take that chance because we need our best characters involved on this one.
Reapers and skirmishers have been at each other's throats for years, so we're keeping the exact meeting point strictly known. You'll split into 2 squads, rendezvous with each faction, and bring their envoy directly to the location of the meet. Officially, this city no longer exists, so we don't expect a lot in the way of advent resistance. Still, keep your eyes peeled. It's been about 20 years since we last stepped foot in this place.
Alright, so we're deploying to the ruins of Novgorod. We were actually underneath the city last time around, so now we're going to be back up at the surface and things are going to be a lot rougher here. So we have Cap and Jacob deploying to escort the Reaper envoy. We'll see what we get ourselves into here, but this is going to be a rough one.
Proceed to the first set of coordinates. Firebrand and the second team will head to the next drop point.
Detecting increasing biological signatures in the area ahead.
Then I'd say we're in the right place. Stay sharp out there today, people. Just because this city was abandoned doesn't mean it's lifeless.
If you are hungry, there's more where that came from. Impressive reflexes, but unnecessary.
Stand down. We're all friends here.
You are safe here. More so than you imagine. We shall see if the same holds true for these skirmishers of yours. Your presence already disturbs them. We must move quickly. My people will take care of this camp. Come.
The coordinates to the rendezvous point now. We've plotted the most direct route there. We don't know much about the skirmisher contact you'll be meeting other than his name. Mox.
Mox. Volatile Mox. His death squads wiped out entire camps of my people in the first years of the war. You would dare do this?
Pretty sure hands are bloody on both sides of this fight. That's the whole point of this intervention.
Reapers are born in the shadows, in the cold, harsh world that was waiting for us out there. We rely on stealth and long-range attacks, and our marksmen are unmatched by even the best XCOM has to offer.
We'll see about that. So Reapers use an advanced form of concealment called Shadow, which only has a chance to break after taking actions. Consecutive actions increase the chance of being revealed, while in Shadow, Reapers have increased mobility and their enemies have smaller detection radii. Okay, so let's see, our destination is pretty much northwest of our position here. We're going to let Cap and Jacob take point because she is more of a long-ranged character. But if we can avoid breaking detection, that would be ideal. So there's no enemies nearby. I think I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive here and try to get us further up the map. However, she is harder to detect, so I'm wondering if maybe I should send her forward first and let her serve as a scout.
I will go.
She also has better movement than we do.
Damaged and dormant all these years, these devices still emit trace elements of unstable radiation. I cannot fathom what they were like in their original function.
We were there, Doctor. You're better off having missed it.
Yeah, I was going to say I can definitely fathom it. If you've played Enemy Unknown or Enemy Within, then you're probably very familiar with those. Let's see. That's cover. We didn't see any hostiles, though. I think I'm going to push up a little bit further. I mean, that's real risky, but I kind of like the idea of getting behind something solid and not being behind like an overblown traffic cone. So, yeah, we're going to be a little bit aggressive here. We'll put her on Overwatch just in case. But Jacob and the captain are going to get up to this car here.
No one will cross.
Anything doing? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Let's get you up to this RV. Not seen anything yet. We can't use that as cover. Man, there's not a whole lot between us and that building, unfortunately. That's cover over there. Hopefully it doesn't poison or anything. I don't think it will. It's not giving me any indication that it will.
I will reposition.
Oh boy. Looks like we got some lost. Where do we want to be here? We do not want to push up too far and lose our potential to shoot and or overwatch.
No more time for regrets. We are not alone.
Those things, they still look like people.
What was human died years ago. Only the taint of the aliens survives now. Where there is one, more will follow. You must not hesitate to destroy them.
Okay, so the way these guys work is essentially if you hit them and kill them, you gain a free action. However, you want to kind of minimize your contact with them because they do not stop spawning, and eventually you'll need to reload. So yeah, you don't want to risk running out of actions when you're getting swarmed by them. So while it's tempting to just throw a grenade and wipe them all out, doing so would be probably ill-advised. I'm going to let her take the first couple shots here, since she's already moved, and she has a pretty decent chance to hit. So there's one down. That'll allow her to fire again.
Strength lies in their numbers. As you can see, they fall easily. If we are careful with our shots, we will prevail.
Okay, so this is basically what I just told you guys. So when an XCOM unit kills a lost unit with a standard attack, that unit receives an additional action point. By carefully selecting targets, the soldier can kill several lost and still move normally. If the shot taken misses or fails to kill the lost target, the soldier will not receive an additional action. Special attacks such as grenades do not grant actions when killing the lost. So you basically want to shoot them in the head whenever you can. We'll let her take one more. So down that one goes.
Volk says hello. I need more ammo.
She's still not revealed. Let's see. So 79%, but this will deplete her ammo, so it's a bit risky. Let's see. You have a shot at 71. What if you fired your pistol? Is that any better? 69. May as well fire the rifle then. I'm going to let Cap do it and try to get the free action for him. I'd rather she reload, because if she misses, then she's out of ammo. And she can't move, so let's try our luck here. Alright, he got it.
Got him.
Okay. So I'm going to have her reload.
Give me time to reload.
Let's get you into Overwatch. And we'll get you in Overwatch as well.
Roger.
Looks like we got more inbound.
These creatures creature's DNA has mutated well beyond what we would classify as human. Perhaps the result of long-term exposure to the alien radiation from those pods. But why anyone would subject themselves to that, I cannot imagine.
When the governments fell, millions starved. Many fled to cities such as this to scavenge for food. They did not heed the warnings.
Okay. So unfortunately they got an extra free action there. It's going to make this a little bit harder for us. Let's get her to here. We're going to try to keep moving as we go. I'm not going to let them bog us down. It looks like, let's see, Jacob had 100% on both. So yeah, we'll let him take care of this. There's one. He doesn't have a pistol. So, let's see. I could let Cap fire his pistol here. That's 95. Even the minimum damage would get the kill, and that does save us ammo, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. The pistol never runs out of ammo, so when I can use it, I try to. Let's see. She can still overwatch, so let's have her do that. Yeah, let's keep everybody right here for now. Again, trying to keep moving forward, but at the same time not being a little too overzealous, because if we run smack into a pod, things could go very, very badly.
They may appear mindless, but they hear quite well. In great numbers, they can be very deadly.
I would imagine. Let's see. Let's get you up to there.
Keep moving.
We'll get her inside. We're not going to go top side just because, again, I'm trying to be very, very direct in my path here. I don't want to let them overwhelm us. So while we may be able to avoid them, I doubt it. I imagine they'd send more if we went up here. But either way, we'd have to cross this. So I don't think it's worthwhile going top side. We're going to stay to the low ground and move through the buildings.
I am at your service.
Okay, so let's see. 82 and 75. I'm going to let her go ahead and take a shot, because she may be able to avoid detection. It's 50-50. I'm still going to do it. Even if she gets detected, they won't be able to get to her this turn. Oh, she missed. There goes her free action. Oh, and somehow she still avoided it. But she did trigger them. Yeah, they remind me of feral ghouls from Fallout. Let's see. I probably should have waited until next turn. Go ahead and overwatch, because you can't move any further.
Copy.
So hopefully that free movement of theirs didn't cost us. She could get surrounded here. Ah, well, there's one down.
Tango down.
No luck on that one. And did we trigger more of them? No, it's the same ones. They just got another action. Okay, so they still don't know that she's there.
Our own people, left to turn into these things.
Yes. All we can offer them now is a merciful death.
Alright, let's see. You've got at least 2 at 86 there. Let's get Cat moving up as well. I'm going to keep him along this wall, I think. No, we want to stay to this side because our destination's over here, not over here. So I'll put him there, I guess.
We've got ground to cover.
What are you looking at? 83, 80, 80, 70. What about with pistol shots? 95? But does that give you the free action? I guess that's the question, because it said normal attacks. Grenades don't count, but does this count? I think technically it does, because this is just a normal attack with the pistol. I guess this is as good a time as any to test it, right? Yeah, free action. Okay. So fire pistol, we got 90% there. This could be risky, because if he doesn't do max damage, it won't kill it. And that's about a 50-50 chance. I don't like those odds, actually. I'm gonna let Jacob take that shot because he's got an 86% chance to hit and guaranteed enough damage to kill. So I think that's much more reliable. Let's see if I get you. You know what? Shoot from here. There's one. Can we get two? Oh, she was revealed. And let's see. Nice.
The only thing possible. I will need more ammo.
Okay, so let's move her up. She needs to reload. So we got to be a little bit careful about this. Try not to aggro anything else as we move up.
Reloading.
But I think she is cloaked again, so she should be fine. I could overwatch with Cap, but I'm going to try to keep us moving forward.
Keep moving. We've got ground to cover.
We did just clear a couple pods, so I think we'll be alright for at least a little bit here.
Coming.
I probably should have reloaded him. That may have been a mistake.
These creatures are worse even than Advent. They have no cause, no fear. They simply exist. If we do not defeat the aliens soon, we will become little more than they are.
Ooh, that was not who I intended to move there. Whoops. Oh well. Looks like we got 4. One of them's coming through the building. 86, 83. So you can drop one of them. And you're going to have to reload.
He's fucking down.
Okay. And spend your action reloading.
Locked and loaded.
Where do we want her? We can put her there. She'll get detected, though. That might work. She can actually shoot from where she is, 89%. Let's move her first. Because ideally, we'd get her to take out both. 93, 91. Yeah, that even improves our chances, so that worked out. There's one. And who's next? 2. Alright, go ahead and... I'm going to have her overwatch, actually. Because we don't know where that other one's going to end up coming from. It's working its way over here, but as I'm pushing this way, it's probably going to adjust its course. I'll put Cap there and have him overwatch as well. And somebody's bound to shoot this thing, right? Oh, did we aggro more of them? God damn it. Well, this just got interesting. Unless he can deadeye all of them. You know what? I don't think they'll be able to close and hit us this turn. Let's just overwatch from here.
Overwatch set.
Did that not trigger overwatch? There we go. Oh, come on. Cap, you're killing me.
We risk all this for Pt.2 Mox? If he is not what you say he is, I shall kill him myself.
Looking forward to this meeting already.
Okay. This is going to be interesting. So, Cap, let's get you here.
Extraction point is close, but looks like these things don't want to make it easy for you.
We will make it to your pet, Advent.
That's one down.
Like old times, right?
No. Stay on the ones with 2 health. Nice.
Kill.
And then we got 86, 84, 80. Go ahead and try to take that one, because that one's going to be difficult for anybody else to get a line of sight on from where they are. Or at least from where they'll end up. Okay, cool. Now he's going to have to reload.
I'm out.
It seems like against these guys, managing ammo is the real trick. They're not hard to kill, but there's so many of them, you cannot let yourself run dry during the fight. So Jacob, let's get you here.
Good.
And that should give you pretty good line of sight on both of them.
Good.
So there's one. And two. Great job.
Kill shot.
Biological readings in your general area are clear. No more creatures on approach.
For now.
Then let's not linger here. Head to the evac coordinates now.
Okay, well we can't ever get everybody out this turn, so maybe we should play it safe.
I am trusting you.
Hey, Ben.
Central. Biological signatures are grouping into a singular mass. One closing in on this position.
A swarm. We must push forward before it arrives.
Okay, well that won't be a problem because everybody can make it to the extraction point this turn. We are, however, out of time, so I'm going to end this episode here, and we'll pick up with the second rendezvous mission next time around. And I believe this mission is actually 3 parts, so it may take us 3 full episodes to get through. But I want to make sure that you guys can see everything, and I don't want to have, you know, super long videos like episode 1, where some people might be sort of turned off to watching just because they know they can't watch it in one sitting. So I'm going to try to keep these two around 30 to 35 minutes, just like with my other stuff. And hopefully that's okay with everybody. But that does mean that longer missions like this will have to get chopped up quite a bit. So I think there will be a cutscene here, but just so I can get this out of the way and, you know, all that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some XCOM 2 with you. And I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.